It made me realize that nothing happens in our life can actually destroy us if we don't allow it to destroy us. Times in my life that I did have a small glimpse of what I was, but I never got the chance to get hold of it. Hello everyone. Actually, this is supposed to be our 2 a.m. talk, but I'm doing it in the morning today because I have written them at night, but I couldn't shoot it. So here we go. I think I'll sometimes read it out from the book. So, coming to the question, who am I? I think this is not about who am I, it's more about what is our real self. So, we all ask this question to ourselves in some point in our life, right? And I had this question almost throughout my life. I used to constantly think about what is the purpose of my life, what am I doing here, who am I, and all this. I initially thought my purpose in life is to be a good daughter, be a good student, um, you know, and a good person, a good friend. But then, and I did all of this pretty good. And I had a lot of people confirming and affirming that I am doing good, I am a good daughter, I'm a good student. But then I was still feeling very empty, or I didn't feel that to be my real self. So I was torn between this. Okay, I'm doing pretty good, and people are liking it, but I'm still not okay with the fact that I still don't know me. And whoever I was showing, whatever whatever I was showing outside, that was not actually what I was. Probably, again, the word people pleasing would come here, but I was not consciously trying to please anyone, but I want everybody to like me. So, yeah, I missed me. And then I got into a few relationships thinking that, if I find love and acceptance and care in those areas which I don't get at home, then probably I will be happier, which didn't work out. All of them ended up, I wouldn't say a failure, but all of them ended pretty not the way I wanted. And it was more about going around in loops, you know. And I have always felt that there were certain times in my life that I did have a small glimpse of what I was, but I never got the chance to get hold of it. And then, as we go, as years pass by, we get so caught up with our lives ups and downs and experiences which are hard on us. And there are good and the bad, but these bad experiences kind of pull us down a lot, and we become these, though we don't want to or accept it, we turn out to be people who just say, oh, this is how life works. And I was very close to becoming that kind of a person, accepting what life was offering me, or I kind of admitted and gave up that, okay, this is how life is going to be and this is me. I mean, there's nothing more to me. But funny enough, in the last 2 years, everything I believed or everything I thought I will have in my life changed or vanished all of a sudden, and I didn't know where I was going. I didn't know where I was going, and I couldn't make sense of it. And I think for a year I grieved the loss of whatever I thought was mine, whatever I thought would last forever. And then at a certain point, I dusted myself up. I got back, and I got to the point where I felt that I need to mend myself. I need to pull myself back up, and I need to be there for myself. Because I understood at that point that we are all we have, and if we don't love us the most, accept the real self to the most, nobody else is going to do it. So it was a very, very hard process for me, and it was an eye-opening process for me. So last year, I would say, is the most important year in my 29 years of life. Now I think you guys would have guessed my age, but yes. So the question, as in, why am I saying that last year was so important to me? It made me realize that nothing happens in our life can actually destroy us if we don't allow it to destroy us. And I understood that the human mind is so magical that I understood that the human mind is so magical that it can take anything that is given and make it into a better experience or a learning curve, if we allow it to, that is. And it has the power to heal from any trauma, any incidents in our life. We might feel like we are not going to make it through. We might feel like we will not be able to face it, overcome it. But that's not the truth. Time and our mind is so powerful that it can take us through anything. Trust me when I say this. And then I slowly started to be interested with finding out the real me, because I wanted to care for that person. I wanted to care for myself. I wanted to nurture that person, because I understood nobody else is going to do it if you don't. So finally, starting last year mid, with the help of a great therapist, and I will link his profile below if any of you would like to seek any help, any clarity regarding your life. And yes, so with the help of him, and obviously with the help of myself, we both were able to find what I really want in life, what is my inherent passion, and what are the things that I kind of value in life, what are my perspectives about things around me. And this is the first time I am actually venturing into all these thoughts without feeling judged and without the fear of feeling judged. So I kind of went through all of this, and I finally understood what I wanted in my life and what I hold important, and what my views on everything around me is, to the point where I understood that another person's opinion about me and their view about how my life should be isn't what is going to affect my life or my views or my choices. So literally speaking, I felt so relieved, and I felt like when you go to the most beautiful place in this planet and you see that sight, the calm that you feel within, the happiness, I can't explain it in words. So when I met a small glimpse of my real self, when I'm meeting that person now, I'm really happy to welcome that person. I'm really glad that I finally got to meet Malavika. So to the question of who am I really hope that all of you will be able to find who you are, and you will be able to accept it, love it the most, more than anything else in the world, and nurture it as it deserves to be. Self-love.